Okay, it's new helmet day here at Paul's Collectibles, except for this isn't actually a new helmet, it's a re-release. Let's get into this. All right, welcome to another episode of Paul's Collectibles. It's good to have you. Thank you for joining me today. And we are once again back to talking about full-size Star Wars helmets, which, as you're well aware, are my main jam here on the channel. And this time I have a helmet which is actually pretty old comparatively. As a matter of fact, I think it might be the second Trooper helmet that Black Series came out with after the original Stormtrooper helmet. And I missed it the first time it came out. However, it appears that Hasbro is going to re-release a lot of their older catalog of helmets. And so when they re-released this Imperial Shock Trooper helmet, I took the opportunity to snap it up because previously these things get really expensive on the secondary market, upwards of $300. So this was a great find. Now, apparently this character came from Battlefront II and is reminiscent of the clone troopers that we saw with Darth Sidious in Revenge of the Sith. Now, I'm looking at the box and it appears to me that this is simply going to be the same helmet they released before, and we'll take a look at it. So this will be pretty quick. I'm not really confident that it's going to be much different than the original Stormtrooper helmet, which, as you'll recall, came in a regular old square box just in pieces inside. But we're going to take a look at this thing and see if that's the case as well, and then get it in front of some lights really fast and see what we think about it. And as always, we'll start with the packaging or the box on this one. Now, this is the older style Black Series helmet box. They've gone to this 5-sided one. However, this is the 4-sided one that has the cool insert in there, but this of course is not that because they're just using the same box they used last time. You get a couple of pictures of the Trooper there, some other pictures of the Trooper, and then this one has some more pictures of the Trooper, and I think this is probably going to have the voice modulator thing on it, which we'll see when we get it open. And if it is, I'm not putting the batteries in and trying that thing because they're pretty bad. So let's see how many pieces it comes in inside. Okay, that's a good sign. There's cardboard on top there. In the old Stormtrooper helmets, they were just thrown in the box loose. Okay. And I'm actually shocked. It appears this is in 2 pieces, not the 3 we're used to. That's going to be the dome piece right there. And that's going to be the front and back. Previously, the front and back came in pieces. So let's get this in front of some lights and take a look at it. Okay, so I can't complain. This thing was actually wrapped in 2 layers of like construction paper type of thing. So they're obviously worried about this red getting nicked up. And we're going to do something a little different this time. We're not going to put it together because normally, like I say, these come in 3 pieces, this front and this back, and then this dome piece. But I have to store this thing because it's moving very soon and I want it to fit back in that box. But that also affords us the opportunity to get a good look inside. So normally what would happen is you can see it's got these tabs on it around here, and then there are receptacles in the top, and then you push this thing right on top like that, and then you give it a good whack on the top or a push, and it clicks in there really good. Now it will come back out, but it is not easy. I've done it before, and when you do, you also run the risk of breaking those tabs in there as well. So like I said, we're not going to put that on because I want to show you really quick. This is simply a rehash of the original Stormtrooper helmet. It's got this really, I don't know, I call it inadequate. I guess it'll get the job done, but it's the least of all of the head rigs that they've ever made, this 2 rubber strap system here. They come really nice now with like padding in the top of the domes and things like that. There's nothing in the top of this. And then on the inside, you can see here, there's none of the fake electronics or any of that stuff. It's literally just the basic old Stormtrooper helmet. And I was right, it has the voice changer in the battery pack. So if you're thinking about using this for some sort of near professional cosplay or something like that, that'll just rule it right out. Now, that being said, for what you pay for these helmets, this is still an excellent helmet. I don't want you to think that I'm complaining. Let's just kind of set that on the top there because I really like this deep red deco here. Now, I don't think we've seen these guys in a movie anywhere. Like I said, we saw clones like this, but not Stormtroopers. This is only in a video game. But with the way the Mandoverse has been going, maybe we'll see him show up in that last movie or in some other version of Star Wars that we're getting from the Disney Plus series. Now, if you look at this, what I like about these also is these are not screen accurate because the ones in A New Hope, these were all decals, these things here, and they were all painted in. But these are going for what I believe George was trying to do in the original movie. So if you listen, that's 3-dimensional. That's three-dimensional. There's nothing on this that's a decal. Everything is molded in. The paint is flat, but it still feels slick. It's done very well. It's very cut in, nice and tight. These pieces down here feel like metal. They're probably plastic, but still, this is three-dimensional with the black background back there. And as you come around, there's the button for the silly voice changer, which never works very well on these things. And then these, also three-dimensional, and that stripe comes all the way down on the back here, and it's nice and cut in and nice and tight. And these are good-looking helmets. Like I said, this is a re-release. I didn't get it the first time around, so I was very excited to get a chance to pick it up again. And just in case you're looking at getting one of these, this is what you'll get. It's, once again, literally the original Rogue One Stormtrooper helmet that they released all those years ago. I think probably coming up on 10 or 11 years now, maybe. I don't even know. But just with the red decoration on there. And I will tell you, I don't care. They can repaint this same Stormtrooper helmet in all kinds of wonderful new colors and deco, and I will love it and pick it up because I just think they're a beautiful thing and they display very well. So if you're into this and you don't have this one, I can recommend it, especially for display. It's comfortable and it fits your head, but you're never going to use it for like real-time cosplay, like if you're trying to get into the 501st or something like that. So just think about that, because when you do click this down, there's still a little bit of a gap there, and you can see around where, you know, things have been put together and stuff like that. But overall, at this price point, you are just not going to find a better deal. And I'm going to cut it right there. This was just a quick look at the re-release of the Imperial Shock Trooper helmet. Thanks for joining me. And if you're not a subscriber, maybe consider doing that for me. That's a great way to support my efforts here at Paul's Collectibles. And if you're already a subscriber or somebody who's been watching my videos for a really long time, you already know. I greatly appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.